broadcast here, Hazza, but I am excited for Enterprise's debut up against FNATIC because of how well they've played in Tier 2.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just to paint the picture, the last time that FNATIC lost 3 games in a row in the VCT was back in 2022 at Masters Reykjavik, the final games of Magnum's time with the black and orange. And at their lowest point in the partnered era, he stands on the other side of the server ready to surpass them. It's from the defense that Enterprise will begin this one, and it's the early A brawl.
And it is. Enterprise ready to meet it, but FNATIC shown elsewhere. And happy to wait for any re-aggression. Enterprise happy to entertain this as the ball drops, ready to go. Lime, takes away the attention, and Causey strikes first. It's first blood in VCT, and Alluri as well. Enterprise not stopping, but is this a false fallacy? Causey with 3, but Boaster left off. To wait for any re-aggression. 20 picks, but I am excited.
All right, we're live
because of how well they've played in Tier 2.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just to paint the picture, the last time that FNATIC lost 3 games in a row in the VCT was back in 2022 at Masters Reykjavik, the final games of Magnum's time with the black and orange. And at their lowest point in the partnered era, he stands on the other side of the server ready to surpass them. It's from the defense that Enterprise will begin this one, and it's the early A brawl.
All right, we're locked in and loaded. We're ready to go. We're ready to go.
Happy to wait for any re-aggression. Enterprise happy to entertain this as the ball drops, ready to go. Lime, takes away the attention, and Causey strikes first. It's first blood in VCT, and Alluri as well.
Wow, full push from Enterprise.
Is this a false fallacy? Causey with 3, but Boaster left all alone.
The captain so often credited for a clutch, but as we know, this is a FNATIC out of sorts. Only a classic. And 39 HP to play with. Causey on a Sheriff, Magnum a Ghost, and while there is some disconnect between the defenders, still
a lot of whiffs that round
that he has to get past if he wants to plant on C.
Spoke about it in the video put out on socials about how results recently have left him doubting himself and his own ability and what he can do for the team. And what a way to correct the wrongs of the past, saying he already early off, he the spike down.
3 seconds, that's awfully close.
And Magnum playing at the back of Causey, who's had 3 already, and 1 body shot from that Sheriff would make it 4.
Nade is back up here, so it's precious utility into the retake.
Should he need it. Should be an easy trade game. Boaster needs to try and get 1 very clean. Causey should be that fight, but expects him back sight. A little bit dangerous.
Easily solo. Causey with 4.
If you thought Jamalinho was good, if you thought Kachal was good, Causey is another level, and he shows it in the first round.
Yeah, and I mean, we're constantly going to be talking about this guy today, and well, for many years we expect onwards from this point. He only turned 16 in February, did Causey. So he wasn't eligible to play challengers at the start of the year. That just tells you how much VALORANT he's potentially got ahead of him. Yeah. But to just come back to this pistol quickly and talk about that composition change up a little bit more.
Alright, we're good.
Enterprise knowing exactly what FNATIC
Alright, so FNATIC lose pistol off of aggression from Enterprise.
The barrier again already. TP set up and player presence
I
behind
mean, super aggro. First time playing an official against T1 or Tier 1.
Damn. Behind this. FNATIC could, I was gonna say, look to overwhelm.
You can't walk through a smoke.
Here defending the A site. It's only Lime.
I mean, you can walk through a smoke, maybe against a Stinger, but the Spectre?
By the util as it stands.
Damn, so much damage.
Building up ults here. Causey's realistically the closest, but Magnum getting another, and Patatek return to the stage with a couple of kills as well. It's an in-zone flawless to just keep putting 1 foot in front of the other.
And it's important for FNATIC fans not to overreact just yet. It's 2 rounds, and understand that they got 13-0 last week.
Alright, cool.
I mean, it is FNATIC at the
end. Classic anti-eco. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here.
You don't believe Pacific are going to win until they do. You don't believe FNATIC are going to lose until it actually happens. And That's a great start for Lion.
Straight C fight against Alpha here.
It's good.
Still can't believe you've mocked me like that. That's crazy, man. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. Let's see Causey though, rifle in hand and playing from stairs. This FNATIC scale towards the A site. Good mid-rounding from Alluri, and Causey just misses his chance. So, same time, Enterprise have been scaling all the way through C, and Kayak needs to be careful.
Hasn't quite heard the steps here either, has Kayak, so may find that FNATIC are led back into trouble, but Crashies does well to deal with the backline, and now Kayak's received his invitation to take this fight from B main. A collapse coming in from the attack, and it's very well handled in the end. Sorts of things which FNATIC need to be aware of here.
Okay, I missed that round.
Quite heard the steps here.
So they get the kill off of Alpha. It's a man disadvantage. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Hasn't quite heard the steps here either, has Kayak, so may find that FNATIC are led back into trouble, but Crashies does well to deal with the backline, and now Kayak's received his invitation to take this fight from B main. A collapse coming in, and now may find that FNATIC.
Wait, so they just flip sides? The C.
Same time, Enterprise have been scaling all the way through C.
The C players push into their spawn. Total disrespect. I mean, no one's one shot to an outlaw. And they just get crunched on. I mean, damn. Enterprise must have felt really confident.
As a team running high on confidence.
They're running it down.
His own nade, of course, as
2v4, big fight.
Players. Cloud hit on the back line and taken out of play. Makes it a 2 versus 3. Still not irretrievable here from Enterprise, but time is their biggest enemy.
Okay, just a gun diff.
I saw
Nothing to see here.
Dancing with the idea of an operator, but decides against it, going for the rifle.
They don't know! They don't know! Project Almeria is sending them home.
That here, but
okay, bro.
The first full gun round between the teams. This would be
okay, and they fight. Crashies gets slime. And an A gets nothing.
It's a double entry for the attack, but on which they don't immediately
Magnum pushes out a C ahead of his util. Just trying to get some spam.
A resistance. Magnum though stepping in front of his utility.
Now Enterprise is a little spread thin.
TP across. He is vulnerable from multiple angles.
I mean, they know Magnum is the weak side.
Yeah, it's Alpha down to just 10 HP.
But FNATIC just being a little diligent.
Trying to work the map and to talk about this comp change as well.
Trying to spread them a little thin.
Swap between Cloud and Crashies. I mean,
but they're just waiting on Crashies.
But FNATIC effectively ran the exact same comp the first 50 officials that they had.
Yeah, they're just waiting on Crashies.
Sign of the times, maybe the
yep, that gives the cue to accelerate into C. Just spotted the sky.
But already here, it is Crashies that has been identified on A, but slipping under the radar as Enterprise are looking to flank back into the C site, which is now open.
Crashies going to be extremely late
30 seconds
on being
left.
a joker card. Should he pivot into that? So Enterprise with a chance, but it is just a chance.
And it's Magnum trying to play first after breaking the trap. He's diligent on the clear, but caught by Alfia in transition. Second layer to this is Patatech. You start to wonder whether Enterprise are looking for something more scorched earth here than a round result, because it's only Alluri left now. Alfia again handling that flank with ease, and he'll make it 3 before the round concludes. Even on 10 HP, still good for it. The top performer, the best. What is he singing? I don't know. Is it Project Hail Mary is sending them home?
I don't know. But the point I was going to make is that FNATIC need to keep it simple, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Bro, that is not Ryland Grace.
Please stop. Amazing.
Well, let's see. It could be heading into rocky waters very soon as Enterprise getting aggressive on C. Flash into the next map, into the next universe, perhaps, as both.
Oh, Boaster with 2, a collat.
And yeah, look, FNATIC playing together as a unit, I think this is something that we really wanted to see coming out of the last series. Then again, there weren't really any issues with their attack at the start of Summit.
Okay, and it's just a classic FNATIC round against the Eco. They just farm him.
It's a big exchange on 8.
Oh, Alpha's ready with the op.
Lame not getting his chance.
2 ships in the night. Is he ready for Patatech? What a flick. What a flick.
Brilliant shot, and Lime got
Gets
it
a
as well.
second.
Alpha, yeah. A player known for his rifling. Brings out the operator.
I think many will remember his chamber performance in Toronto for some of the flicks that he showed with a scope weapon there.
True. The KG clip with
I
Marshall.
mean, and I think that's another thing to mention as well. The reason why this change-up feels so big to me, at least, is he was always one of the best anchor players in the world. Not just the rifling, but yeah, the Killjoy in particular on this map, something beloved of his. And on this C site where FNATIC are getting interested, Enterprise have collected some information.
Gonna
on
bait the
Cracky.
wall.
Crashy, sorry. As he does crack open the site with the wall break.
Yeah, no, it's
Magnum.
open a couple of skulls, Alluri.
Gonna dice for
The other
free.
player here, Cozy on the other side doing
How's he
well.
ready for the
Managing
angle?
to get back into this game, and Alpha not given the chance.
Wow.
Showstopper good, and that spikes
Raise over
on
it for
the
Razel
ground.
because he
Cozy
gets
still
one
before he
more.
goes to the rocket.
So it makes this a 1 versus 1. Alluri with Seekers and a flash to come back in if he wants to try and overwhelm Kayak, and that's exactly what he goes for. Kayak looking for an early fight.
Yeah, but
1v1.
takes away the Seeker, so information gone. Alluri needs to
Tommy.
make sure he doesn't get caught
Oh,
off
he
guard.
got cut off.
Unfortunately, he will. Kayak showing the form that we expect of him and gets that operator back to Alpha here.
Yeah, just another one of those players on the FNATIC side, which we know can be so impactful on their day, but we've just not seen it so far this stage.
Nope.
It was Alpha's round to start things off. Lovely double opener from the operator. And into these clutch situations is where Kayak was often delivering for them in the past, so great to see him contribute a little more.
I think the thing for Enterprise is, for me, they need to get Cozy into more of these duels. They need to get him into positions where he can threaten, because we've seen that they are anchoring.
Alpha's just punishing this op.
Nice shot.
Oh my god, he
Again.
gets a second one,
I mean,
and they
it's only
spot
Sheriffs at the
Magnum.
end of the day.
Wait, was that through a smoke, the second one as well?
Oh my god, what
We'll
a...
have to go back and take a look at it, but FNATIC, maximum punishment on this round. Using the op and outlaw to great effect. These C finishes have been fairly straightforward for them in the last few rounds or so. Always an outlet.
Drop the spike.
As it's Magnum that they've consistently been hitting into.
I dropped the spike.
Now, time to prioritise ultimates. Cloud Game is
Spike
online
planted.
now as well, so FNATIC in a very scary position. Cozy making his long way round. 2 versus 5, so it should be just ulti farming for FNATIC.
Yeah, I mean, you say ulti farming, there's only one more that they can farm.
Yeah.
So I think that's a big talking point, especially for the next timeout, which you don't feel is too far away here on the Enterprise side. Kayak hunting him down, it's the nail.
Yeah.
The final nail in the coffin
And I
there,
just have the
crashes
reads,
to
and so now Enterprise have to adapt.
just ironing it all out, and yeah, seems to be working for Alpha so far. Yeah, interesting interaction, obviously. Desmo was Itapata's replacement at Leviathan, the current assistant coach.
And we're VOD reviewing, so we gotta skip this.
But for us in this round to get a listen and hear what exactly is going on inside the server between the players, and we'll be getting that in just a moment.
Toxin screen down.
Back to Austin. You go take the CE.
Wait, I'll throw room back.
Okay, Cloud?
Logging B, can you break? Logging B?
Yeah, I'll break.
I have to believe. They played for a front B then.
Dog B, Jake. That means no one towards B.
I blind if they come to reclear.
Yeah,
Race C, race C.
I don't.
They one way C,
I
they one way.
don't
We
think
cannot
so.
one
One
C,
C,
boys.
Oh, that's
We cannot
Oh.
take C right now.
ah shit.
I'm coming in.
Wait, leave me
I'm
alone, leave me
punishing
alone.
the contact.
Leave me
It's
alone.
open A.
Ball up.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, walling up.
Vice is on
Boys,
A.
boys, just
Neon
reason
rotate.
Close your walls.
please. Let's
Down.
move the guy away from C, okay?
You have it, yeah? I'm gonna walk across. I'm gonna walk. There's probably gonna be a wall on me, but wait.
Okay, one behind mound and two on
I
C
can't see
still,
right now.
boys.
I'm walking up with Yeah, you. there's a wall. There's a wall. I'm just gonna cross it.
Cloud, just don't
Steady.
race your other one.
Oh, sorry.
Wall down. Wall down. Yeah, wall down, yeah.
There is still
We can
two
double
on
pick
C,
Hold my
guys.
stairs. Hold my stairs. I have your
I will in a second. Kayak, wait.
Let me
I will
outside.
take
Take
it.
Oh, Lime is aware. Just pinged him.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh,
Should be right, yeah.
Column as he's
I'm
ulting.
nading drop.
I will clear.
One tower.
Heaven.
I have timing on B, boys.
No, we're gonna go.
Okay, okay.
I have full stairs right now.
Did he cross or no?
They can
Yes.
cross their backside now.
Okay, I'm gonna plan safe, okay?
And tiki-taka, boys.
Hold my stairs. I'm planning safe.
I have full stairs. Go.
Why is the initiator lurking on B?
I'm gonna do falling cliff. Listen, I'm gonna do falling cliff on 3. 1B and 1 kick.
I will. Nade B. Chamber is 1 HP, guys.
Guys, wait for my flash.
Bros ults into
Flash in 3.
one player.
I'm mulling 3. Okay, I'll flash
I
short,
mean,
guys.
Cloud could have
3,
done a
2,
better
1.
ult,
I'm
no?
halving it, guys. Yeah, I
Is
pick
that
up
not unreasonable?
Last 1 HP, boys. TP.
Not sure why. Oh,
I don't like that round.
I have full step.
Cloud has ult as they're gonna retake.
I have timing. Could be tree. Could be tree.
I'm nading drop.
I would clear.
One tower.
Heaven.
I have timing on B, boys.
No, we're gonna go.
Okay, okay.
I have full stairs right now.
Did he cross or no? Taking cross there.
Crashy doesn't feel comfortable to ult.
Tiki-taka, boys.
Hold my stairs. I'm planning safe.
I have full
Enterprise take a timing.
I'm gonna do falling leaf. Listen, I'm gonna do falling leaf on 3. 1B and 1 pig. I will.
Face your fear.
Chamber is 1 HP, guys.
Yeah, that's a bad ult.
Flash in 3.
In a 3v4?
Okay, I'll flash short, guys. Flash in 3, 2, 1. Pop. I'm halving it, guys. Yeah, I pick on Kosi.
Alpha is full blind as they stick it to half, and he just has to save.
And a nice kill by Alluri, finish things off with 3 on the board, and Enterprise getting 3 of their own.
Yeah.
So overall, Hazard, what's your thoughts?
Well, it's an instant response from the timeout, which is exactly what Enterprise would have been looking for, and they don't concede the first blood this time around. Lime's operator was exactly what helped set them on the right trajectory, and yeah, from the comms perspective, I think on the FNATIC side, definitely felt very busy, very panicked at times, I think.
Go.
Interesting to see how involved Cloud is in some of that mid-rounding as well. I think just a slight error. The wall there or something got called through. But FNATIC set back by a round, and now you're starting to wonder if they can keep building this lead which they have on the attack. It's Alpha's op.
Oh.
But not given anything. TP's away.
Yeah. FNATIC are really insistent on this early space
Anywhere. Alpha here needs to be careful.
where
He
Alpha can
lose his
potentially
position.
get one, especially with the
Enterprise start to
rendezvous.
move forwards. They could have control of Spike. Not the case. Line now on the C line.
I mean, op
Operator
v op,
again.
especially attacker side, it's hard to
Got Enterprise back on
peeking
track
into
with Lime making his long-awaited
C,
debut
knowing the other
in the
team
top flight
ops,
of the VCT.
because they already have a designated sideline before the.
FNATIC shepherded into
They can
a corner
peek.
of the map. The Spike still left behind under the watchful eye
Like
of
defenders will
Alpha,
always
but
have the
no
timing.
commitment yet made, and Enterprise have full control of the extremities.
I mean, even in control of B.
Yeah,
to
with
an
Alluri
extent.
there too,
Yeah.
right? Just ties this all together.
I mean, 2 flashes there and 1 orb off the Seekers. It looks like they walk back in towards Kosi and Patty Tech.
30 seconds left.
The wall to disguise how many players are there.
So Alluri should be the first responder to this. Patatek committed to the ult to get himself out of dodge
Oh.
from rubble.
Almost got one and out.
Alerted to the push coming in, but it has to be Patatek here to get past FNATIC.
Ooh,
beat them in
Buster on the
advanced
punish.
appearance against them, but couldn't do it this time.
10 seconds
Shut
left.
down on the opening fight, and Enterprise here ready to flood back in. But
Oh, Boaster not ready for the drop.
heard one by one. Boaster
Punishing the
trading
drop player
Kayak not
with a
too
raise
far
ult.
behind to keep them stable
Ooh,
here.
almost got 2.
Just another 1-for-1, and Enterprise consistently trailing after that first engagement.
Yeah, just save.
Lime in a 1 versus 3, which he will not opt to entertain. And so FNATIC instantly reply.
Straight back into the mixer, but it's how weak that A side was. I mean, obviously there's a bit of a crunch coming through. Nice shot by Alpha, but with Boaster TP in deep, and Alpha here preferring the other skin, swapping out. So 6-3, FNATIC still in the lead, and at the same time, we've also got to consider that Lotus could find itself attacker-sided, few and far between the rounds on the defence because of that 3-site map. And how quickly the attack can move around it.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's definitely a question of when we do get to the side swap, what's that interaction going to look like with the chamber? How aggressive are FNATIC being? How much info are they taking for themselves? Because right now, Enterprise certainly not afraid to show face.
It's funny, it's like Crashy's kind of playing the Chronicle role. I know that Chronicle will occasionally pull out an outlaw,
as Enterprise make themselves known
kind of playing this punishing role.
Yeah, but it's Crashy's operator who, I mean, or not even operator.
Jesus,
it's how it
Crashy.
was. He's been consistently
Wonder what he
played
plays on ranked.
Alluri dipping away, not wanting to give too much away, and FNATIC at every point in time at this point
Bring them down.
have punished aggression.
So
now.
where did it go wrong?
Enterprise are trying to put on them.
I think honestly, they're just keeping it really simple. Another note from all of the cons surrounding that disappointing result the other week was just that we need to start killing them, need to start shooting back, really. That was the call to action from Boaster, and individually this one already looking a bit better. So Alpha triggering the A-wall, but Magnum can't do anything to stop the scale. FNATIC in the perfect position to convert this one now.
I mean, Alluri is the rifle player.
30 seconds left.
If there is to be anybody to do something, I mean, FNATIC only with a sheriff, but does have a blind.
One enemy remaining.
Well, rifle not connecting anything. FNATIC was just a sheriff. And I think at this point in time, it's all but done.
Yeah, smoked out of play. Shouldn't be anything left for him in this one.
Flawless.
But again, not against the best of buys. It's an in-zone flawless, which FNATIC will put away. Keeping Enterprise honest more than anything else. And I think these last couple of rounds are going to be massively influential as to where Lotus concludes, Cairo, because you've already mentioned attack versus defender's side. Looking at Enterprise
What's
here.
up?
Not
What's
really
up?
seeing the same kind of cohesion from them as we were
They
in the
don't
first
know.
few rounds.
They don't know. Project Hail Mary is sending them home.
I think
Appreciate the
they're slowly
follow.
starting to realize.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we stop showing that song? Oh my god, please.
Where is...
They don't know, Cairo.
They don't know, and I mean, it feels like Enterprise don't know how to deal with FNATIC at the moment.
It's Alpha years up, which is letting them
I'm
Yeah,
doing
well,
good, doing good.
Boaster's
Right
managed
now, I
to
was
get
watching
by the wall
some
on B, and Magnum needs
some
to be
games
careful.
from
He's
last
gonna
week.
walk right in towards Boaster. Did have an idea, but not quick enough to react.
What about you?
Boaster got him. And it is a 5 versus 3 in the gun round. Alluri's trying to make a move of this. It's a mess instead. Crashes catches them flooding back out through the smoke. And the rest of Enterprise are disconnected. They're calling out for a hero, and often that comes in the form of Kozzy. He has the showstopper, but it's still a 2v4.
Nice, nice,
Seen him
nice.
bring it into winnable positions before. Manages to keep himself alive, a little bit awkward on the face, and Alvia
Ooh.
brings him straight
Just
out
a nasty
into the
off angle.
observer screen. FNATIC with the only rifle left. and
Val
probably
is my
trying to
main
save
game,
up.
yes.
That is the case.
I be
Only
streaming
able to
Val,
escape
I
with
be
one. At this
streaming
point in time,
VCT.
has a 1 round left at 8-3. It feels
Val is actually my
unbelievable for
first
FNATIC.
FPS.
It's absolutely crucial that
I got
Enterprise
a
can
PC
bank on this one as well,
in
because only
23?
3 rounds a return on the defender's side.
23?
Their own map pick, important to reiterate. Yes, FNATIC.
Yeah,
have
but
a
it's hard
history better than
sometimes.
most here
Yeah.
on Lotus. One
You just...
which hasn't
Luckily, I
felt
play with
all
people
too
that just
reliable
kind of
in
play for
recent
fun.
times. They're
And
good
so
for
it
today
can
on
be a
an
lot
occasion
more
which
fun than
shouldn't
the
require
tilting
any additional
grind.
motivation after being
Valorant.
dragged through the dirt by, you know, everyone. Had Mac dumpster diving.
But trust me,
before
I
the
get
game
tilted.
began.
I get tilted sometimes.
They don't know. Project
I
Hail
probably
Mary
only
is
get
sending them
tilted the
home.
most when I play
A little
Smurfs,
less energy on
and
that
it's
one.
like a close
Yeah,
game.
I think they're starting to get to the point now.
Yeah.
I certainly am.
You are livid.
I'm not living, I'm just like,
It's
Yeah.
rent-free. It is rent-free.
how many times are we going to show it?
When playing Smurfs, I remember a recent game I played, I was like,
And so from this position, FNATIC have done very well to space
I was
out
playing
those
Jet,
ultimates
and the
which they
Smurf
had.
was a Jet.
Javier on the Tour de Force,
I was
and then
like,
crashes with a pit if it gets to it.
it was like 12-12, we
Still
go to
rocking the
OT.
Outlaw, which
And during that time, I
has
was like,
consistently
oh,
been a thorn in the side
alright,
of
we gotta
Enterprise,
win
and
this. I do not want them
active
to win
game
this
plan, as
round,
you can
or
see,
want to win
2
this game.
players in B main. 2
Yep.
already pushed up on A with
Mostly
Magnum
Val,
trying to offer
mostly
some
Val.
relief on the C site.
Toxin screen down.
Couple of wild shots, and it's a stack of 4. Or was a stack of 4, now 3. Heading on
Yep.
towards
You
A
play
to
Val?
take back the space given up by Enterprise at this point as they start to fill the sites at 45 seconds.
Yeah, Enterprise just giving a little bit more respect to FNATIC on the A side of the map, as there is a rotation now called by the defense.
Rocket
Ryan
League?
gets
I
caught on the
did
jump
play
spot,
Rocket
though.
League.
It's Cloud to take his head
A
clean
little
off.
bit, like when My brother used to play it a lot. We just play like local, like when first couple years when it came out, but recently now. The Rocket League, like the competitive league, I've seen some clips and it goes crazy.
I mean, it's just so far gone now.
I think it's too sweaty at the moment.
Able to close the gap before the spike goes in. It's getting very close, but with Kozzy offline, there's no
Kayak
chance
just
to make it
mops.
through. Kayak at the double. And while Crashies will fall on the opposite side of the map, there's so much real estate for FNATIC to move into.
Yeah, Rocket League's fun.
You've got every corner to clear.
Alpha's ready for this.
Question marks to try and play into, and at this point in time, it should all be done. It is a 9-3
FNATIC just looked like the better team.
Bounce back after that 13-0.
Yeah, answering a lot of questions in this opening attack half, but again, that's not where the problems tended to stem from in their previous appearance. And as we know,
Yeah, same here. Same below my bro.
As of late, so we had an opportunity to hear from Boaster's reflections on what it is exactly that's been going wrong.
I wonder how long it takes to get good
Expectations are dangerous.
at Rocket League.
Honestly, that Heretics Ascent game just felt like I had no options. 13-0. What happened? But since the Liquid game, we've been really trying to keep up the vibes and keep up the positive calming. I don't know what's going on. Like, we're just
Alright,
not
we're in
getting...
a VOD. Let's skip this.
Were you?
No, I was at a wedding.
Oh.
Yeah.
Obviously in there. Toxic again. But there we go.
I really like all the new games that have come out. Like the... What game is it? It's like the golfing game. It's like where you can kind of like sandbox, mess with your friends, and then is it Mecha Chameleon? Like all these little indie games. I feel like it's been pretty fun playing those.
Mr. Petty before me and you first seen it for. There's a callback.
Yeah, what's up? What's the idea?
FNATIC are clearing out A.
Link and his boys, of course. But yeah, a long way away. And looking at it here, I mean, Enterprise have the C site at their complete disposal. And it's situations like this where you want to see them take a little bit of extra ground, use that opportunity to set up a post plant. And with the flash being heard by Boaster in CT, should have a rough idea of how this one looks.
Boaster's already seen Party Tech as that space in CT given up by Enterprise as they start to focus towards Waterfall. But it's Alluri who actually finds all the information through main, that main stack of players as Enterprise wait for any fight to come to that main stack, which still hasn't come. Finally, attention back towards main as FNATIC find themselves space in towards water, over the top, and Alluri caught out. Magnum trying to come round the other side, but this has been a disaster of a pistol round for Enterprise. FNATIC
So FNATIC win pistol. Don't
FNATIC
win at the out. FNATIC win first map.
Fairly quick to identify the flank was coming in from Alluri there, but the
Discord.
reaction a little all over the place, yeah. And so FNATIC,
I mean, I got my
capitalizing on the
socials on my
opportunity.
page.
And I think the difference here that you're seeing really is that not only is it coming together strategically, but the individuals are showing up as well.
Wow, what a shot by Kayak.
Because if you don't know the words by now, well, you've probably got the stream on mute.
Yeah, well, I mean, FNATIC have already dealt with this push. I was really worried you were going to say, I hope you are going to sing along, Cairo, but I'm glad that you didn't say that.
Yeah, we can if you want.
No, please don't.
Cairo karaoke?
No.
Sleep.
3-4.
Yeah, but the Stingers.
Into a retake, 4 versus 2, and as you say, there is a weapon advantage here for them. And again, Enterprise don't have
I'm not
going to
share my Discord publicly.
Enterprise have tried to fight into it. Crashes is already on this flank. And yeah, Enterprise haven't even considered it. The rest are now awakening for no serious.
Actually, water in this kind of fashion, right? I think the start of the Frankfurt game definitely household names in there for those that have followed the scene long enough. And, you know, kickoff champ a couple years before. And so, Couple rifles in there, upgraded pistols, whatever they can cobble together. This is to stop FNATIC from getting
Enterprise had to force on their attack, which can work. A lot better than defensive forcing.
To end this one in such a quick fashion.
They're gonna crunch mound. Alpha's trying to get one and get out.
Still have his TP, and imagine that's going to be used very quickly. It is, and no connection at all. But a response from FNATIC in the fact that crashes
Spam back.
across.
Yeah, just
Well, they know Alpha's close now.
Orb drops and Alfie's playing up close. It's a half check from line, but he does eventually cotton onto it. Crashy's playing in behind.
Just punished by the stun.
Enterprise doubling up. Man advantage available for them, but Boaster interrupting
3v3. FNATIC misses the blind.
Yet to arrive as the rotation is called.
Yeah, it's a 3-on-3, and oh, that's Spike pivoting back to B now.
Magnum the outlet. He was detached playing from A at the start of the round in this 2-2-1. So as it does get planted in, Boaster thinking still about Patatech from the periphery. Half an eye on Waterfall as he walks back in.
Oh,
Dealt a little bit of damage. Paranoia there.
Boaster is low.
On the overextension instead.
What a shot by Alluri.
All across the map, and Enterprise starting to win some of these duels now. Util dropped
yeah, it's winnable. Oh, needed that duel though.
Gets another, and Boaster has a grip on the Waterfall push. The fuse is lit, and FNATIC have a fire underneath them, fighting their way back into this one. And in the opening map, a dominant start.
Very well played. FNATIC have shown exactly what they needed to. They needed a home ground. They needed a Lotus. They needed to show exactly what we expect of them heading into this play for a moment. They know how to be honest. FNATIC on there. Who my eyes towards it. He's got the get. Champ. Commentate. 9. The biggest issues is FNATIC not finding these entries. We'll see if that can continue here and now.
And again, statistically, Kayak was one of the lowest performers for someone who hauled home 4 different individual accolades at the end of last year in EMEA. Most notably, Player of the Year, of course. And looking at it here, just one more round to close it out. Enterprise already starting to take some space as they envelop B main. Warning shots sent their way. It's Alpha out on an island with the TP here. Breaks the dog and still hangs around. Alluri's got to fight to take this space off him. It's the player moving in through doors, which eventually
Damn, Alpha really wanted to hold the line.
Slime now, though. In towards B main with Spike. And
oh, Kayak has the timing.
That's huge from Kayak.
The Neon had the spike. 30 seconds left. They're gonna have to finish B. They're still gonna finish B.
But has taken a boatload of damage.
Yeah, standing up and being counted on the Enterprise side for once, and you can see quickly trying to shift this into a C execution.
No way we're gonna hit C with 15 seconds left. No, there's no way we're gonna hit C instead of hitting B.
Give himself away with the fire of his rifle.
We're just hitting C and we're gonna lose the time.
Massive kills. Alluri though opens up an avenue to get that Spike down. Magnum had to protect and can. Spike might go in, but FNATIC will take the map. An unbelievable start considering how that match against Heretics went.
Yeah, not a single round in the previous map, but they only let 3 pass them by here against the best that Tier 2 had to offer on paper. But of course,
alright, next map.
Yeah, you look good in the server today as well. Was the performance today simply a case of swapping around Cloud and Crashies? I think we're going to see that momentum carry over.
Yeah, look, you got that extra flash with the Phoenix, who has been, you know, relatively strong in the meta as of late, and Kayak, after what we saw from him in that first map, I don't want to doubt him.
Yeah, for sure. I think just to speak to Enterprise's side as well, this has been a Dodgers Stage 2 challenge, but this is a completely different look. Previously, they were running a Whaley, a Teho, a Yopana.
Going to be
needing blue cross shows little all meta with the Phoenix being brought in. See the impact that that can have is FNATIC.
Crashy's the one detached, just soloing outside of Garage right now on B as the rest of FNATIC start to scale behind their A wall. You can see how passive.
So Alpha on the Neon, Kayak on the Phoenix.
Stark contrast to what we
Can
saw on Lotus.
Alpha really not play the Phoenix?
Still silence, and will be causing to try and receive this, but Unfortunately, denied that opportunity.
Oh, Buster wins out. What a
2
classic.
entry kills.
Yeah, I mean the information is just so late.
Damn,
there.
how does
Enterprise
Enterprise
don't have any kind of a probe to collect
and
information.
Crashes with the
Crashes
lurk?
is going to be incredible.
A late flank, and right now Enterprise very
What a nasty off angle.
Yeah.
Okay, pistol round goes to FNATIC. And a quadruple high-low.
What was it called?
Surely they get one right.
Is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We're 30 minutes in.
Or some fake realer than
And
most,
they
I would
somehow
say.
avoided the
Much realer than
quadruple
most.
high-low.
It's only Magnum here for now. Bit of a gamble on the approach into what is effectively a full save. So he's dealt with Cloud Point. Was in to take. They haven't thinking about this time that get to play.
So many bumps in the road, and sure they look great against Enterprise, but you've still got foot in this. The nice of the world.
The form that they were on.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there was a point to note here as Kayak has been taken offline early, and Enterprise are 5 to the good on the rifle rounds. Right now, FNATIC are really under the pressure. I mean, this is exactly what we expected of Enterprise. Simple VALORANT and offline.
Whoa.
I mean, there was always a good.
Not well beat.
We're gonna rewind that.
Okay.
So it's a straight A hit, no layers from FNATIC. In terms of no flank, no splits.
Not well beaters, but the form that they were on.
Yeah, I mean, I thought
Just running it down.
that they could possibly do that.
And they just used
Point to note here is Kayak has taken
good majority of their
offline
util.
early, and Enterprise are 5 to the good on the rifle round.
They're just gonna refine in heaven. What a stun.
FNATIC are really under the pressure. I mean, this is exactly what we expected of Enterprise. Simple VALORANT and doing it so well.
I mean,
Crashes 1 versus 5.
did FNATIC think the round was winnable?
Doesn't need to try and
Just
recollect
taking
it, but
heaven
getting that
and
opportunity and
holding
end
heaven?
zone flawless for Enterprise.
Yeah, big confidence booster there against FNATIC's bonus.
Huh?
And I think it's interesting that you mentioned that as well, that Enterprise are a team which are simple in their Valorant, yet effective. Parallels, of course, to the next most dominant team I think we saw in the second tier, Apex, in 2020.
Did FNATIC really think
a similar style
that was a
team that
winnable
they're up
round?
against.
Please tell me
And
if you
after
thought that was a
gaining some
winnable
information
round.
and some insight from the previous listening that we had with them, we get to listen in with FNATIC again here in the follow-up gun round.
Refight,
I'm dead, bro. I'm dead.
Lime. Bro, Alpha sounds so tilted already.
I think middle, boys. We can win this round. They're not in the middle right now. We just speak it together.
They lose one player and they're talking about, oh, we can still win the round? What? What?
Middle, boys. We can win this round. They're not in the middle right now. We just
What?
speak it together.
I'm coming to you, middle boys. Jing, 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 jing.
If that's not a big red flag, I don't know what is.
I'm not shining the...
They will go mid fight. I'm ready to party.
This is their map pick too.
They will fight after all, for sure. No, they don't.
Come with me, Kai. Let's have a look on peek and A, B main.
Spamming.
I was
walked in A. Walked in A.
Let me go back to A, boys.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab the orb on B, and then it gives you timing.
Could be ramp.
Yep.
I have wall for you.
Yeah.
You need a smoke.
10 seconds, I have one.
Should you smoke CT or heaven, boys? What do you think?
I'm gonna spike probably heaven.
We kinda need you.
They walled up.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Yeah, we're ready.
Just peek the round together, boys.
Ready?
I'm walling up.
No wall up, no wall up.
I'm gonna put down.
I step.
We are clear chicken.
Smoke something, Jake.
I can have it now for you, boys.
City, close. I have to reveal, pick. This reveal.
One more.
Double peek, gets a trade. Oh my god. What was that
You
peek?
get the plant here.
I'll get. I have Prowler and the chain.
They have no Viper wall.
It's 4v2.
Okay. Could be heaven. There's a big gap, okay. Under. I'm on a go fight. I will reach shot.
He's under.
Oh, they just spotted him and he's dead.
Nice, guys.
Wow, good comms from Enterprise.
Plenty more energy on the Enterprise side as they are able to...
Good comms, good comms.
Providing a little bit...
Enterprise want to do shoot better so far. Ultimate starting to come online. Want to know, obviously, Kayak with his run it back. Don't want to invest that on an eco round.
Seems it's odd to see FNATIC like this. They're a little bit glum on their map pick. I mean, Alpha dies and Boaster's coming. The round is still winnable. What?
Seems to be a pretty straightforward B play, but Enterprise have numbers here.
Anticipating the play once again. And
oh, what a double flash. What a double flash.
Enterprise have numbers here.
Gonna flash. Off contact. Double flash again in the same area, bro.
Very quick round and an end zone flawless once again for Enterprise's defense.
Yeah, 2 of those already, and FNATIC go
It's
like
beautiful.
lambs to the slaughter.
It's beautiful.
It was a very well set up initial fight. Pathetic TPing into the corner. Solid utility. But no real big takeaways from this one.
It's beautiful.
The defense wants to continue this proactivity. And growing stronger round by round, much like that Frankfurt team.
Pathetic with the trash talking.
This distance from Enterprise this time, a lot more spread out. And let FNATIC do their default. Causey being pulled over towards the B side. This is a walk from Magnum that will be surely punished by FNATIC. As you can see, Alpha, just jiggle peeking at the orb, goes down though.
No, it's in too deep. Good event. And
the timing. The Prowler doesn't clear him, but FNATIC should expect to
Alpha saw him, and he couldn't stop.
And the follow-up from Kayak a little later.
They're gonna dig him. Oh, what a dink!
Posting his authority with the molly, able to get one more before
I
eventually.
mean, Magnum did an A+ job.
But it's numbers for Enterprise, and they're doubling down on this. Here comes the mid-fight. Kayak stunned in the corner with the ult from Long.
And a crunch on mid, the lurker.
In the end,
You just gotta focus on finding the lurker.
His walkout on A should be tracked here by Alluri in due course.
I mean, right now, Crashes has 30 seconds to get that spike down and try and get round 4 clears at this point in time.
Yep, we just skipped. We just skipped.
In the mid-round.
We just skipped.
Now FNATIC given another opportunity here as they can put guns on the board again and ults of their own to work with.
Cover going out.
Just once again, this extremity
So now FNATIC are expecting, because they've been conditioned that they could pop from B. Maybe they pop from A. Team fight towards A.
Instead, FNATIC await Enterprise to have some aggression. It's going to come through B main.
Yeah.
Timing.
You just see Boaster there calling to the rest of his team, crosshair idle, micromanaging the round perhaps, and caught sleeping in that situation. FNATIC now grouping up for the A hit after.
I mean, now Enterprise can lean towards. Oh my god, what a seize. Crashes misses the kill. And he gets the freest kill of his life. Because nobody's watching the body. I mean, they're execing, so.
On a 3 versus 2, how does Enterprise get back into this?
I mean,
Nobody's really going to stay back to watch the body.
Sorry, Enterprise towards main. You can see the post-plant looking to get set up into screens, and Alfie has managed to slip the net.
Seems like it. He could go one step further. Cloud under pressure, though. Alpha has to protect with just 56 points.
Oh, gets one. That's a 2v1. Alpha has ult.
And now Alpha has to try and get back in, deny this one.
Oh, what good movement.
Is what Enterprise have got from the rifles.
And it's 4 kills from Causey to start announcing.
Bro was right on his crosshair.
As much as we talk the guy
Crouch.
felt like he didn't have the most impact as
Crouch
he did
shift.
anyone really on Enterprise in that opening map of Lotus.
I mean, he gave his best go. He had a couple of highlights. Sure. I mean, this is just something otherworldly.
Come on! Yo, what are you, yo?
That's what we're waiting to see.
Talk that talk.
Wall holding them back, perhaps. As it's a sort of similar approach here again. One player just outside of B, the rest grouped up ready for the A hit, but they'll take it on a much quicker timing this time around.
Oh, Magnum being real aggro.
Cloud has used his utility belt, and Magnum can take this one step further.
Oh, he gets 2.
This kid is unbelievable.
He gets 2.
Magnum hot on the heels of
He gets 2. timing.
Perfect timing through middle. And still able to stave them off
and
here.
it's just a grinder. It's just a grinder.
Straight in by himself in the end
He
with the
said, "I gotta
spike.
trade booster. I gotta trade booster.
And
I gotta trade
Enterprise
booster."
have got this one all but wrapped up.
They certainly do. Alluri with time to show what more convincing.
Really setting the precedent early. It's easier for side. So many questions about their defense up until this point. You're hoping that they can turn this one around with 4 left to play. There are some ults available, but it's not the best of purchases. And
So Fade Eye into tempo into heaven.
Trying his best, but Magnum's already
That's a tilter.
and I mean
he was just solo entering by himself with no backup at all. They said Alpha go kill. They said Alpha go kill.
But the skill out on Heaven good. PNATIC knows that now. Under pressure, the paranoia once again.
Oh, they're just flooding against Stingers.
Of course he is. The raid boss.
Enterprise just have too much tempo.
Boaster with just a stinger in his hand. And make no mistakes. Enterprise have their eventually. FNATIC are unlucky not to get one.
Oh, get the second wall blinded.
We were saying that Enterprise have been able to promote in the FNATIC might get before the end of this half to stabilize themselves. Just 2 rounds in the first 2 to show for right now.
I mean, it's incredible. Every player on single digits so far. Alluri knows that the players.
I mean, Alpha should know that there's a timing in vet.
I mean, wins his duel, but it ends up an even trade.
Damn, how is Alpha so tilted?
Towards that A site.
An opportunity to get this in post plant. Crashies has the pit, yet to invest, but eventually going for it. And Cloud, of course, with the Nightfall as well.
3v3.
Bit of a gap in screens as it stands. And Lime, the one that you've got to be looking at, coming late from main, but Cozzy's already found Booster.
Of course he has. Always looking to push the boundary. He has players to support him here. Lime, for instance, the spam even good. Overdrive as well, that's back online.
Oh, Crashy's just dead.
Better. Cozzy's looking to get the last kill and does.
Jesus.
The confidence beginning to seep out. Up to 8.
Yeah, you can just see in the player cam for a second there, PNATIC was already stood up before the spike was diffused, and it'll eventually come in for an 8th, and it feels like we've seen polar opposite performances from either team on their opponent's map picks.
But is it really opponent map picks? I mean, you said it right. To an extent, Enterprise have a similar playstyle to FNATIC. So I think a map of Split isn't too far out of their own reach.
Bro.
Yeah, there's plenty of overlap in this map.
Bro, they just muted everything he said until the end.
Much sort of day and night there is from one map to the other. And FNATIC now again going for this A play once more. Little on the lighter side, only Alluri here to collect some information.
Alluri playing Fade like blows.
Mark to what the players did get out, and nice proactivity.
Yeah, I think Magnum might just be reading the position of Crashies here as well. The trail takes it away from main.
Oh, this Boaster is
no team fight.
Past Garden.
Magnum has a timing, but
his timing? Boaster's in his smoke.
Yeah, well,
Boaster's just focused on Heaven. No comms for the player on site.
This is going right. This is not what FNATIC
and they just flip sides. Magnum can just defuse. It's not planning for anybody.
Remaining players want to get Heaven control, but they cannot get it. Running for the hills, the last round now. With a little buy, a poor buy. Alpha trying to get it to the next round, but can. Enterprise 1 round away from double digits.
Yeah, I mean, this is even more impressive than the first half, which FNATIC posted on Lotus right now. And I think the issues just come in the form of the post plant. It's not the first time that we've seen them struggle to set it up effectively. As soon as Crashies goes from main, any chance of the round is entirely lost.
That's it! That's it!
Looking to fight Garage again, and Alpha sent packing.
FNATIC are so responsive to Enterprise in the wrong ways. The risk giving them too much
FNATIC are just trying to handle the aggression when they should be trying to fight back.
Post flash and post push.
Yeah, not seen much extremity control here from FNATIC on the B limit. Alpha walking up, but PNATIC's thinking about this timing. Just shoulder spotting it. Face check as he falls back. the sole anchor on site of B right now as Lime has moved into heaven, but it's Kayak to draw first blood. Magnum falling on A. The slower kind of rounds which FNATIC built their identity around in the last year or so.
Ooh.
Don't know if Boaster's second guessing himself. He's still in shops. Started to move towards A, but instead being pulled back. I mean,
Punish B-side is not as open as you think.
But there's a bit of a disconnect here in terms of the scaling towards the site with 5
Boaster
seconds to go. Lime's managed
spots.
to interrupt things a little bit. He's blinded up, but Alpha isn't there for the instant.
Oh, Lime gets one.
Away with one. It's not going to be enough for the time being. 2 versus 4 and crashes again the second layer.
Causey still alive and Alluri here early doors, but needs to be careful of nuances. And as he swings out, he leaves it all up to the 16-year-old who has 16 kills so far.
He does. Gonna need to make it 20 in the first half. In there,
telling me that I should play the game more and I should go pro. I mean, I trust their delusions and their delusions, but
Damn, I wonder what they're gonna do. Bro's one of their star duelists and is 16 and can't play at champs if they make it to champs. They said let's get to playoffs. Let's get to playoffs.
Yeah.
And then let's worry about it later. Worry about it later. Bro, it's whack-a-mole. And I think Alpha just stunned himself.
Yeah, wait. Ready now?
Alpha just stunned himself.
I smoked it. One.
Go smoke.
Come elbow, shift elbow. I'm gonna get your ramp. I'm gonna wide inside 3.
Neon is coming back from vents. He's going city. Blind.
Nothing side. Side is clear. The play retake.
Yeah, Neon is super late, guys. I have Choker city.
Oh, they're not aware. They're not aware. They're not aware.
Side.
Outside, boys.
One city. Bingo.
CT side.
Spike down A.
A little bit of a botched round.
Yeah.
He's holding you. He's stuck to sheriff. He's holding you.
Oh, almost got a timer.
Last player standing.
Didn't even see him.
I have the spike.
15.
Time's starting to tick away. This would be a
Ooh.
massive clutch from Patitek. He said this is where he belongs. 2 versus 1 against some of the best.
Oh, it's winnable.
A 1-on-1 against
Oh,
Boaster. Can't quite connect.
the shit talk would have been crazy.
Enterprise, unfortunately,
the maps, but need to
FNATIC and comebacks on split. Overtime's on split, maybe. A little bit easier. Crashes, mate. What? I mean, 2 versus 1 on utility and
Trades,
upgrades now for
3v3.
Enterprise. Luckily enough,
Is
Alpha still has his
Alpha?
Phantom and managing to escape. Boaster with a
They just
bulldog
picked up
to
some
support. That
guns.
should be easy enough.
They can hit another site.
I mean, everyone on FNATIC has one at this point. There's a couple already been lost, but into that tight corridor, Alpha locks it down, and the spike is frozen in place. Enterprise stuck in middle. Cairo, the big thing from this point has to be FNATIC keeping it clean. Those 3 rifles into the bonus are an absolute must if they still back their chances of turning this one around.
Well, Cloud has gone walkabouts.
Oh, and Cloud just missed the timing.
Enterprise are hot
right now.
Yeah, I mean, Lame's built.
No, Cloud just missed the timing. But the players are there. Alpha is one shot though.
So they start to accelerate towards that site. But Alpha, looking to be the.
Oh, they don't know.
10 bullets, spike committed, and
They just find it for heaven.
That smoke up's going to be an issue for Lime's spam. Still a molly in hand, making sure that no one else can defuse for the time being. But Lime now in a pretty difficult position. Still wins out against Alpha here.
And he wins this. What?
Second clutch for the captain, keeping
That looks like
FNATIC
spin
in
bot.
this.
Delivering yet again, and after saying how it is the one offering the reprieve in these clutch situations, it is far from clean, and that's exactly what we asked of FNATIC into this round. But the fact of the matter is they get it over the line. Knew where Lime was still in main from the wall after seeing Alluri cross.
God.
And he believed that his duelist had actually pulled it off.
Leading by example. Sometimes it's not about the amount of kills, but the impact of them.
Okay, so rough bye
kills in the past couple.
for FNATIC.
Kayak
Going into the bonus round.
Fade towards the B side, and we'll know that there's going to be plenty more at the back of this as
Spam.
well.
Brewster almost caught one.
I'm committed to this, so this becomes a very big swing round between these two teams.
Complete change up in terms of the macro here from Enterprise. Contrast to
Okay, Enterprise are now taking it slow.
the limits. Players queued up for a fight though. And FNATIC just usher him away. That is the call now to take the B site.
Yeah, very quick acceleration.
Oh, and it's a flood from FNATIC.
Meet any push coming through, and I mean, Kayak
Trade.
at least traded out.
Lime gets two.
And one that
A
Enterprise
judge.
managed to keep even for the time being. Look at Magnum.
Oh, that kill was so big.
Well, he does have time to work with, but he will be noted by the Horde.
Double swing.
Oh, can't quite win out.
Oh.
Only able to find one. Now FNATIC really starting to close the distance.
Yeah, I mean, look, Alluri just needed to buy a second more time to get Magnum in position there. The illusion completely drops. And Enterprise.
Next round, next round. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Time, but
for you. Enterprise played in and won a plat for every single.
We're an hour into stream,
has been the team to beat in tier 2.
and we're about to finish the second map.
Even Reborn, their closest adversaries. Now Fireflux, of course, that we saw just earlier today. Couldn't hold a candle to them at
One-way
times.
smoke.
It's only from the second stage that they popped up. It's just such a consistent streak that we're talking
Not really
about.
baiting anything.
And at one point, what was like 6 rounds or something they'd lost to VCT teams and maps.
They did this Phoenix Molly, but it got traded for.
Ooh. To them of the level that they're up against, but again, this is
Yikes.
a completely different set of stakes now, and FNATIC going through the gears.
How to take gets one. Said I got mine.
The eco which they dispatch with ease, but you can see that confidence building, and with the gap sitting at just 2 rounds now, those can.
Now starting to see the FNATIC of old and the ability to come back into anything. Ultimates to push that gap ever closer. I think that's Crashy's laughing at the fact he got a judge kill at range.
Yeah, you don't usually win at that kind of distance, but
Okay, straight A exit, but they're trying to take heaven.
Split the pin. One up ramp, the other
Oh, timing. Oh, it's just chaos. It's just chaos, and Crashy's with spam.
Chance to be played in. Enterprise are down to their final couple members. Spike left out in the open. Kozi to respond.
This could be a flip round.
To give him too many more opportunities like that. But already a serious dent in this offense.
One more kill. Slide back on.
I mean, he just heard.
Lime still with 2 flashes.
And the ult as well.
Bolt gonna fight spawn.
Don't count them out just yet.
And certainly see what we're building towards here. Lime maybe with a
There's
chance
3
to
in
use the
screens.
wall, cut off some of that visual, as you can see FNATIC playing pretty heavily towards
One on
screens.
site.
Kayak's got a flash for contact off of Boaster, who's shouldering from the site itself. He is the only man on
So
spawn as it
what
stands.
do Enterprise do?
Enterprise
I mean,
just now
Boaster
making
is
their
isolated, but they
price
don't
on.
know.
It's again the duelist to swap
Ah, he
position.
saw the shoulder.
From main this time, and Lime
Boaster just finishes the round.
by Boaster. Just a 1-round game, and FNATIC have
Pen. Like me challengers to the got put out in groups.
And if you want to talk about those VCT teams in the Clash results, completely deleted from the
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
and,
whoa.
GX experimenting with roles. So
as somebody that
it's just
didn't
a
watch
different
this
level right now, and Kozi put through
game,
the meat grinder, immediately deleted from the round.
FNATIC don't look that
He was
bad.
your best chance coming into this one, as the rest of Enterprise laden with pistols.
Oh, offense is good. Too good.
Maximum punishment on the mid peak.
Yeah, easy days. I mean, 2 players trying to force their way out of main, and this just feels
It's just
like
bandits against the world.
wall at this point in
Kayak
time.
just farms.
Kayak, 3 of his, and FNATIC now all even once again. Are they back?
Oh, I mean, Boaster said that 3 rounds into Summit, and I thought they were. But we know how quickly that one changed. It's not over just yet. Have maybe this one in, but FNATIC, I mean, it is a solid start. 6 rounds in a row. Alfia looking to add on a 7th with the
Oh,
can't quite find him.
Almost able to punish the Neon.
Cozzy able to escape, and it feels like with the amount of utility seen, Enterprise have other ideas about this round. Fade confirmation.
And they just re-cleared
Same time,
a majority of
FNATIC
A.
respond to Enterprise lack of
So now FNATIC,
activity
as a
on the
response, are
side
leaning
by
towards B,
rotating to B.
expecting
Feels
them
like
to
they have a
finish
very
B.
clear read about what Enterprise's macro
I
looks
mean,
like.
A is pretty much
I mean, at the same time,
open.
FNATIC
Somebody
will
could be
fall back
walking
into
on
A7
site
with
in
the
timing
right back.
cloud.
This is a nice pit by Crashes to stop any scale through mid, but Magnum cheeky.
Yeah, it's going to get past the pit, but Crashies has created a connection now, a bridge.
Yeah, Magnum has a
for FNATIC
timing.
to try and play off.
An A finish or an A split.
Concern is really for Cloud. He's tucked away in
Is
top
this the round?
Common
Is this the
angle to
round that
clear if you're Enterprise.
they flip
And
it?
they've got numbers either side of him, so he has to be on high alert.
Imagine he knows this, but
Oh,
is
Boaster arriving.
taking safety in the fact that that pit is down in mid.
30 seconds left.
Wow, that's crazy.
I was thinking just for a moment, Boaster has his
Okay,
back
so
up,
they're
but
gonna use
no.
util.
Cancel. FNATIC now know 20 seconds. This is an A
And
play.
so now they know it's A.
Nightfall confirms it. and
But
Cloud is still
Magnum.
not cleared.
Oh,
I mean,
oh, but Alpha's low. Alpha's low. Kayak's trying to flood by himself. That's the spam. Phantom moment.
All out back in, post plan.
Coming into the retake. Couple flashes available. Molly to clear out this corner where Magnum's playing from.
Oh, Magnum has a pocket.
Back to safety.
You gotta land that Molly
Catch
perfect
Crashes here doesn't. Huge kill from the American.
from the
Let's
American.
scale back into sight. Can maybe start to look a bit better. But Kayak gets caught coming out of the orb. And
I mean,
the
yeah,
last
he
two
is
remaining
American,
players,
but like,
I mean,
why
the
do we
Creds
gotta
have
point
been
that
good,
out?
but don't look to attempt it. Look to try and catch X as Boaster next up. I mean, he's shooting well, but not
And
much more Crashes
Crashies
now. He
getting
can
the
catch
scraps.
opposite Viper, and it is just damage in the end. Enterprise will have double digits,
Yep.
and it is 2 good kills from the last one. What
There and it's in the corner as well. Put them in a strong back of it. Alpha's
Next
off at
round,
the
next
start of
round.
the
Let's go,
round.
let's go, let's go.
Keeping Cozzy alive, still such a win condition for them, but when they get into post plant with these smokes that they can cycle, it's looked pretty good so far.
Ooh, able to punish Boaster.
And once again, finding what he needs to. Pause. I'll wait for a reaction. Nice call from Enterprise.
So they get the
First round of
kill.
while, but Cozzy's able to
Then
get
they
that
cut
entry
noise.
cleanly, but
Nice.
FNATIC straight back at it, up the guts of mid, a walk down to try and
But
challenge
they're about to
market.
contact into an op and to the rest of the team.
I mean, it comes in, but I mean, it's just a mess.
Oh, and FNATIC refight. Oh my god, flashes on flashes. Trades. Alpha gets one.
And that Spike managing to get away.
Bro doesn't have a gun.
FNATIC already out on the B side.
Bro
He can
doesn't have a
move into CT
gun.
here. All over Alpha, yeah, who has the ult and wants to
Bro's,
close the
oh well,
distance. but
never mind. He
in
has
his
he has
hands, still
neon ult.
precious cargo.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Looks to be aware of FNATIC's reposition.
Oh, and he's just
And then
right.
there's that horrible stuff. But Enterprise, I mean, that gap starting to grow.
Yeah, and it's such an awkward timing of that mid-fight. Alpha bails everyone out with his stun. Comes out of his
reaction.
Enterprise dealing with this stressful situation well, though. They've waited until FNATIC were on equal terms to find their first couple rounds of the half. But they only need 2 more to close this one out and push us onto a decider.
Haven of all maps.
So Alpha ult.
Best guess where this one goes right now.
Lime is 2 off of ult. Magnum has ult.
On this round. Kayak solo flashing out
Kayak
mid.
just solo
Alpha so
fighting.
far
I mean,
Again.
is Lev, is Nongshim, is any good team gonna take this fight?
This one goes.
Kayak hears noise
Right now,
in vents, and he's solo peeking without the neon. Say, instead of saying, I'll have a timing, solo peeking, flash, you say, hey Alpha, peek off my flash, and I will trade you.
he has an idea of the push on this round. Kayak solo flashing out in mid. Alpha so far behind. That partnership not proving its worth in some of these
This is why
situations,
FNATIC isn't making champs.
as it is a 4-on-4 for now.
And isn't making playoffs.
Magnum is entirely isolated on A for the time being. Still wants to hang around behind his wall, but eventually thinks better of it. And FNATIC
Alpha doesn't need slide. He doesn't need just
B
peek.
And yeah, as I was going to say, B main and A main at the same time, fighting both extremities quite heavy-handedly.
And Alpha panics ults. They just baited on a Neon ult for free.
Yeah, I mean...
But does Cloud have the timing?
Anybody's guess. Magnum needs to be careful about his flank.
Oh, he hears the rotate.
I was actually hearing all of the steps, so this should be the rotation for Alpha yet. Not full safety in spawn though.
But I think he just hears two. So they're worried about the lurk.
To this round as Cloud is looking for his own timing. Magnum already up in heaven, and Crashy's the sole defender of sight.
Oh, and he just lost his opportunity for two. For Crashies? Oh, no time.
It's done. Not past the double. And FNATIC back to winning ways.
Yeah, it was anybody's guess where Enterprise were going, but just completely slip up and mess up what was two consecutive rounds. Spy was looking a string of rounds. FNATIC can easily bring this back, and coaches frustrated.
Got it back from Shadow and Ito, of course, as Enterprise still have a timeout to play with, but set in their ways, trusting that the game plan can be completed here.
FNATIC is ahead of the one way. Oh, and spam. Phantom moment. That's a real phantom moment. Magnum? He's been kind of frying. It's a 3v4. But it is a rough buy. Magnum has the gun.
Over on the other side,
and he has ult.
I mean, we're even going to get a Viper's Pit to try and consolidate things. A good kill by Alluri.
Yeah, Kayak in body shot range here as well. No chance for him to heal.
Alluri with a big kill.
Engagement. Alluri putting Enterprise in the best possible position to win this round and send themselves to map point just when it looked like FNATIC.
Oh, almost got a timing peak.
Crashies does find Alluri. It's only Magnum with his back to the pit right now. The Prowler wraps around elbow, so they have no idea where he plays from.
Wow, the eye just misses.
But straight into the crosshair of Magnum, and with that, it's all
and with that, they're on match point.
Ever elusive. As it fades away, this will be 12 for Enterprise. And it's been so impressive to see how they've managed to stabilize in
that was a 3v4.
I don't think Enterprise almost had any right to win from this position, but again you see that disconnect on the guilty. I mean, look, back both sides of play now.
Is this a tech pause?
Assists per round actually on that roll. Obviously, that will probably
Jesus.
Enterprise can go
what a tech
one
pause.
step better here and join Job Life with a win in the VCT.
I mean, imagine. For the most part, Dak will be supporting Alluri because of how long he was in the Dak League, was on Mouse into Focus. Lime as well.
I mean, it's been
Lime with ult
for these players, and now a real chance to prove
they're going to avoid the choke, which has Alpha with the judge.
Sort of series we haven't seen for many a year. A teaser of what's
Looks like they're contacting.
For this round,
I mean, surprised that FNATIC haven't pulled it off. I mean, they did pull it off.
Their way up a ramp, nowhere near.
But like,
there is still.
I could probably only recount once.
They fail to clear the corner.
And that's around where.
Yeah, I mean, run it back through heaven.
Alpha just dies to the Omen.
I mean, unfortunately,
and a little impatience from Alpha.
Good entries from FNATIC.
Oh, Kazi buys enough time.
Somehow Lime's flashed himself, but
Kazi buys enough time for Lime to live. Kazi buys enough time for Lime to live. And that's almost a tongue twisting. Lime to live.
It's Kayak getting in behind and Cloud a little
they're gonna spot someone at the choke. They're gonna break the eye for him. And so Larry
good. At the same time,
1v1.
So it's Kayak calling himself, and I mean,
Kayak is one away from ult.
even as a duelist player, we've seen it time and time again. Think to stage 2 last year and what he was able to do. As you said, a player who's got multiple awards and he needs to show it now. 7 bullets left and 2 players to fight.
Oh, missed his first bullet.
An Enterprise finally grabs Split and send us to a 3rd map. Made to
That's a little
work for the
anticlimactic.
result, but an extension of play required. The decider of Haven queued up. Familiar territory.
What is making now Crashies have...
You know, one thing I want to talk about that I've noticed ever since I started watching VCT is that you can tell how long, or you can pretty much tell either who wins the series or how long the series is based off of how long the stream is. So if a team wins their first map and there's an hour left, you know that they won the series. And it's probably the most annoying thing about it. It's like, okay, if I don't wake up and watch the series, then I want to watch it back without spoilers. But instantly, I go to look it up and I search the title and instantly I see the amount of time. And as I'm getting towards the end of the series, because they played 2 series, I see, oh, they won the first map. How much time is left? An hour left. Oh, they won the series. Great. Now I know. Or like, I was just completely spoiled rather than like, oh, you know, maybe the team I'm rooting for, they come back. But instantly, as soon as I win, whoever wins the first map, you just instantly know. It's Illyria. I have to hide, trying to avoid the timer as I'm watching through this. Even when I'm skipping through it, I'm just keeping it in my peripherals and not like kind of like blurring it out.
As we head into the next.
And again, if you're going to make that change up, you fully commit to it across the map pool. And I think that's what FNATIC maybe just needed. Some more fresh blood. As
high low
so far,
on C.
They started on the attack every half.
That's not the way to
so far, but
flex peak, but that works, I guess.
Open for the taking.
You gotta see this. Yeah, I gotta see this. I gotta see this again. So, Boaster flex jiggles with his right hand, but the advantage is towards the right hand of the phone. So he's pretty much just showing his shoulder for free. And somehow he manages to get out of this with a kill.
Enterprise so far, but Boaster answering back in kind, and Alpha not too far behind him either. Open for the taking.
Enterprise have ran their way down C just to get information, but it's going to leave them extremely late towards A. A site notoriously hard to come back into. And Lime with that flash in pocket could be the one thing that dissects the angles and allows Enterprise back in.
Boaster does still have the paranoia though, and with Crashies gone, that second layer removed from mid, there is some safety to this from the Enterprise perspective. They know the backline isn't under threat, and you can see Boaster just remanaging what exactly this site defense looks like in the post.
3v3.
Moved up to the default box, playing around this smoke as Enterprise start to make their way out of CT. Alpha's already found another on the Sheriff. It has to be Lime this time around. And Alpha sliding in for a third. Keeps the streak as FNATIC have not failed to win a pistol.
Yeah, screams across this stage and victory. Alpha here looking to scream FNATIC to a victory, and right now, overall,
what the? FNATIC in the past.
You're gonna taste this dick.
What the? I don't know about that one, Chief. Yeah, okay. Someone's flicked around the mute button. Person on POV replays had enough of the sing-songs. No nursery rhymes from most this time.
Not on my bingo card.
Yeah. It's like you know, when kids TV presenter goes and does stand-up and you hear it and you're like, oh my god, what is that? Yeah. Foul mouth.
We're just normal people.
Yeah. Just ordinary men.
Oh dear.
FNATIC have a free C site. There is really little to be said of this round from Enterprise. They've loved to gamble on their anti-ecos, but yet to really find a payoff past, what, round 2 on split, I think it would have been. That one went down to prioritize both of the Alpha.
Whoa, I just missed 5 seconds.
I look for both of these teams, both of these orgs, as Kayak is hunting down some of these last few kills. Looks like it's going to be Alpha to get all 4 in the end.
Smooth 4K.
As I teased 4 years ago. Of course, it would be 4 in a row for them in the VCT should they find defeat at the end of today. But I mean, positive start, Alpha online, 7-0, and the op comes out.
The way that they're starting, there's absolutely no way that that's going to happen. But with that being said, let's see how FNATIC do try and stop that.
Alpha pulling out the op, 3rd round.
Garage.
You're going long, Jake, or no?
No, we're all going garage except Phoenix.
I'm just gonna wall and grab the
You can drone the garage now.
He's one here. Phoenix. Go, Phoenix.
Right here.
Wait, I'm droning now. You have molly probably? Oh, you gave it up.
Ready, boys?
There's trip.
Yeah, I can break
we
it.
can swap.
Ready, boys? I'm gonna grab Orbson.
Yeah, they could be pushing you on C-long, so care.
Pick it. I
don't think that.
Flanch him.
Blinding him, but he's going to blind back.
Blind long now, they blind long.
We're going to cancel to B, Austin.
No, I broke trip. They have to be worried about it. I think we can slow work this. Or insert me window,
Yeah, pick it.
Free on C. One per play, maybe.
Yeah, they can push it now. My trip's down.
Don't give them the op, so you have to go save it, Cloud, maybe.
They're clear garage.
I can flash into garage back. Is smoke window for me? I'm gonna flash garage back.
Yeah.
Smoke window now.
I broke the trip B, so someone's gonna be watching you, Jake, the whole time.
30 seconds.
I want to get a gun if I can.
There's a gun on garage. There's a gun on garage, yeah, double.
We want to probably save...
50 cryptics.
Did he wall us off?
Holding a push. Can you search? Push middle. Behind you, close.
Spike down mid.
Ready to
nice. You can go B. Go B. Together. Smoke something.
I can...
Get a push after.
Still half a chance left in this round for FNATIC.
Crasher said smoke something.
Under the nose of Valuri, he snuffs that one out, no problem. First on the board for Enterprise, and while you can see the plan creation of Crashies on this Cypher and how much of a part he has to play in the macro, not working out for them this time.
Yeah, you can see the plan creation, sure, you can see how vocal players are being, but at the same time, I think you can see what Enterprise are trying to do to disrupt that, right? You can see Crashies tries to cross, so there's a player holding that, and he gets taken out without any trades. And I think it's the tradability that's where FNATIC is lying.
Some of those micro moments, of course, being the bigger issue as you diagnose it. For FNATIC, it's always been, you know, Boaster the one leading those calls, but you can see how involved everyone is. And into this gun round, Kayak, the driving force with that run it back, up short, shut down by Alluri. Kozzy still left behind with the up. The flick is perfect. Full connection. Boaster trading it out eventually, though. 4-on-4, and Enterprise flooding
The 4-on-3. Spam. Phantom moment.
The wall reinforces it. Line gets a kill for his troubles.
I mean, good float from Enterprise.
Two members, nowhere to go here.
Closing Kayak, and still a flash, but Kayak's still interested here, and 4 bodies strong.
Black shirts everywhere. Nowhere for FNATIC to find a way in. Last couple of rounds have felt like that. Enterprise so quick in their reactions. Bringing those numbers over. Something to note about this double duelist as well with the Neon, right, is that matchup into Magnum Cypher. Not that we saw it in this round at least, but just the diving capability that they have on some of these sites and how, you know, quick to respond Enterprise have been in light of that.
It's the difference between someone who's played Cypher his whole career and someone who has just started out realistically.
Next round.
KC kickoff start of 2024, and of course BBL last year, so he knows what it takes to beat them. And as of right now, Enterprise back on level terms.
Yeah. Alpha set up to challenge 8. The drone starting to clear lobby, and well, it's just Alpha scene. course, Magnum will know exactly what Eng's systems look like as well, should he have implemented any of that being on that KC team.
I think we'll probably see a little bit more of that when we flip to the second half, as Eng was always preferred for his defensive setups, at least, as people trying to pin down what it is that he's bringing to this FNATIC side. You can see the change up for the defense here is actually the op layered in behind these Cypher setups, something which Alluri is known for on previous teams. Quasi, one of those duelists that you're expecting to make that rotation towards C, as FNATIC are continuing to pile on the pressure there, but it's an A walk-up which is immediately shut down.
A Magnum, though, gives Kayak the kill that he was looking for. Alluri now feeling the pressure a little bit, as FNATIC is there to support, but whether FNATIC want to hit in here is another thing.
They're going to go back to Garage, and I think this is the call coming through from Crashies as well. Both to the Spike Carrier, and Lime could find a timing here, but he's making the rotation to A, cancels it.
Oh, just catches it. Here's the steps. Has an idea about this, and even catches Cloud at the same time. Lime has one more flash to play with here, but Crashies off angle, going to be huge. Kayak at the same time, still reintroducing himself.
Oh, but do Enterprise know about this vulnerability spawn? Crashies is so deep.
Yeah, and that bandit going to find value. So it upgraded to a rifle, and this is a topsy-turvy round. One that Enterprise are going to struggle to get back in with, as Causey's basically caged in, but a fast lane, it puts him in a perfect position onto Spike, and FNATIC need to fight back. They don't know about the last player, and FNATIC pounces. So 2 versus 1. FNATIC.
Oh, he hears into peek off of timing. Good play.
Causey winning the round for Enterprise.
And throwing things into trepidation there for FNATIC. Really nicely isolated fights, and just a simple tap of the spike baits out all of the presence on the FNATIC side. They come flying out the woodwork, panicked with the plant position. And it's not the first time we've seen a full contact from them get caught by some re-aggression on Enterprise. Walk up in sewers, finding absolutely nothing. And we found the mute button.
Yeah, we did find the mute button very quickly.
I think that's the difference. With Patitech, you know it's coming. With Boaster, you just don't expect it.
Yeah, that's it. Mid pop. B site vacant. In terms of retakes, you've got the Overdrive and the Hunter's Fury for Enterprise.
Ooh. Magnum trying to defend this B site, and Enterprise can with bodies. 3 already here. Magnum knocks a couple down. It's the duelists again to die an early death. And FNATIC behind this just have nothing to offer, it feels. The full purchase from them here grounds down to a brittle end. Cloud and Crashies sent back to spawn from the courtyard. They walk empty-handed. And once more, in terms of what FNATIC are offering from a macro perspective, it's just very one-dimensional. Feels like Enterprise are instantly responding and being rewarded for that.
So Magnum deposited in mid. Information finding, and Causey, hearing the players out and gets his kill for it. Just so good, no matter if it's the rifle, if it's the operator. And look at this, walking straight into Magnum.
Gonna take that one with no trouble whatsoever. Magnum extending the advantage here for Enterprise, as Haven is beginning out in a similar fashion to what we saw on Split.
Okay, sorry, I missed some of the round. I had to fix the stream.
Feels like once more intended from the.
Alright, so we're back. We're back.
You've got the Overdrive and the Hunter's Fury for Enterprise.
Ooh.
So they're pathing towards left, and there's hesitation before the fight. That's so weird. That's so weird. Like, they go towards site, they have their guns out, then Kayak pops out his ult, they stop for a second, and then he flashes. Rather than having his gun, hopping as he's pulling his util out, saying 1, 2, 3, go, boom. So as he's going, clearing space. Okay, I have my gun out. Then as he's going into util, He grabs it, says 1, 2, 3, boom. Or maybe that. Okay, so that's kind of what it looked like it actually happened. In the sense of where let's replay it. Let's replay it. So he has his gun out, he's clearing, he says, alright. I have my util, but then he sees Neon, and Alpha gets caught off of a mistiming, saying, oh, I thought we were gonna go, but Kayak stops. That's the point, is that as we're hitting B, Kayak throws out the wall, throws out the stun, and then he clears sight, and he decides, okay, we're gonna flash for backside. Pulls out his flash, and then Alpha's like, oh, we're gonna go now? And so he's about to go, then he realized, oh, I might get flash, so I gotta go back. And they both die. So basically, if Kayak, as soon as he gets onto this angle, pulls out his flash, and Alpha, you know, Alpha's on go time, he's like, all right, let's go. Pulls out his flash, literally on perfect timing with Alpha. But the fact that he stopped for a second just throws off the timing.
Knocks a couple down. It's the duelists again to die an early death. And FNATIC behind this just have nothing to offer, it feels. The full purchase from them here.
VALORANT is a game of timings.
To a brittle end.
That 1 second cost them pretty much the round.
And once more, Enterprise instantly responding and being rewarded for that.
So Magnum deposited in mid. Information finding and Posy, well, hearing the players out and gets his kill for it. Just so good, no matter if it's the rifle, if it's the operator. And look at this, walking straight into Magnum.
Gonna take that one with no trouble whatsoever. Magnum extending the advantage here for Enterprise as Haven is beginning out in a similar fashion to what we saw on Split. That 9-3 scoreline feeling somewhat irretrievable before FNATIC got themselves in gear, and it's going to be a timeout here to try and rectify things, Cairo. But as I was saying, they only found one more round outside of those opening two, and here, still yet to see that come through.
Yeah, I mean, this is a much more favourable side, actually, for Enterprise, believe it or not, on Haven, 60% win rate on that. Obviously shows you that is against Tier 2 opposition. That was from EMEA Challengers 3.
But very much functioning as a pseudo Tier 1 team with the scrims that they'll have been having throughout the year as well. And I think when you then look at this one, obviously FNATIC haven't shown Haven so far in this stage. And that's where I start to wonder, with this being such a new switch up in terms of the roles as well, at what position is this best position you can start with success?
Yeah, you're only allowed one loss between now and basically qualifying for champs.
7 wins, right, to get that auto spot.
That's the position you find yourself in. Just if Desmond won that into Itapata and Shadow.
Damn.
Quick opening and one that Enterprise are so aware of, and there goes Cloud as well.
What a shot.
And these issues get worse and worse for FNATIC.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
And they're just running it down.
Overstaying is welcome.
Nowhere to hide, nowhere to run.
Shepherded into a corner. Kayak tries
Jesus, man, they're just too good.
It is a thankless task. Crashy's debut on Cypher so far has been one to forget. The Bandit does what the Bandit does. Sneaky little steal there, but still 3 more to find.
I mean, he's not going to get a chance, surely, right? I mean, double stack of Lime and Patitek.
Should be wrapped up here.
They heard him.
5th queued up for Enterprise. Crashy's spammed into the corner. And the biggest takeaway from this round should be
why is he trying to stop
from Enterprise? The willingness to but it's a perfect storm really for Enterprise, because you want to see that push and pull on the map from FNATIC, but this defense is hardly static. They're constantly instigating, and now with that op of Kozian as well, the threat of spam from Alluri, who's currently peering over 2 traps on A long. It's a lot to try and get past, and for just a default, a fact-finding mission to start things off. You can see they've managed to take some A-long space. Actually waiting for Enterprise to give them a way in.
Looks like it's coming.
It's from the wrong end, though. It's Sewers.
Yeah, FNATIC just not considering it's Cloud who takes first point.
Oh,
FNATIC's even able to get more.
what a good push off from short.
Not considering their options. The team known for being
That's a big hole that they don't consider.
Hunkering down in Sewers, and with Lime finding the next, it's a complete shutout.
Yeah, I mean, now Crash is probably looking to save up his rifle.
30 seconds left.
He knows that this isn't an easy task.
Yeah.
All of the steps in behind.
I'm trying to find a gap in which either to work
Alright, Crashies.
Couldn't put it better myself.
Yeah. Heads, but also on a lot of fans. Double stack towards B. Should they reinvestigate here? And that looks to be the option.
Is boosted up. Alpha, it doesn't go for the wide peak there. The one that FNATIC are trying to play through
starting to give their best go of it. But options now starting to be denied.
They're going to be hit. Oh, almost cut a timing.
But can't quite get the best of
Trade.
it. I mean, sure, you stop the Hunter's Fury. Or the
Oh.
Hunter's Fury coming through. Stop the run back, but not a kill off the back of it. Enterprise at disadvantage, and
Got
Patrick is going to go hunting.
Oh.
and batted away by Alpha yet. A convincing
He's not ready for the
response,
angle.
takes the hat off the head of
That's a
Crashies.
hard angle
They know
to
it's only
expect.
on C, but he's got an off.
That's all he's got. And now FNATIC find
Oh, he's just
out
full
Blue
blinded.
spam going elsewhere. See very often.
He's just full blinded.
It was an idea which
I thought FNATIC were a good Haven
at
team.
the start of this map, but never really built.
They were
upon it.
dominating Haven last year.
One step further with the ults. And looking at it here, Crashies has to be careful because Enterprise are really putting their best foot forwards for some lobby control.
Oh, rare miss.
Operator has been good in times previous, but not now. And that fast lane now creates a question mark of lobby space. So now starting to accelerate towards C.
Wall doesn't fully extend onto site here either, so a chance for a player to get in behind on the Enterprise perspective.
Wow, Magnum.
Also catching Magnum, but still able
Smooth
to
criminal.
backfill some control. Breaks the dart, playing off the
Timing.
cam, but caught in logs, and with that, FNATIC should be able to bring this to post, and not only that, with some serious numbers. Now, a 3v5, 2v5.
Yeah, the recovery looking great for FNATIC now as they start to understand the inner workings of this defense. And, well, money is...
He's just ended game of after final. Gonna bring us within 2. And Enterprise, not really a cushion to fall back on. They would love a couple more rounds here to really reinforce that advantage, but FNATIC growing stronger round by round. And in terms of the ults and the value that they've found, I've been pretty impressed so far.
I mean, that's just FNATIC, right? Managing to pull every ounce of value out of what they can get. I mean, how many times have we seen them run the clock as dry as possible? And that is why we are going to see Enterprise go for a timeout after the past couple rounds going FNATIC's way.
I mean, a 5th place finish in the group, almost right down at the bottom of it. Not even allowing them a bye through this first round of Challengers teams is the reason they're in this position, though. And as you say, as much FNATIC magic as we've had over the years, it had very well dried up this stage. Looking at it here, it's a response which has drawn out the timeout from Enterprise. And the question is, are they able to recover the rest of this half, or does it continue to get out of hand?
I mean, 8-4, scoreline difficult enough, 6-6. On the attack of Haven, Enterprise can still start to rules of man.
Cloud, in terms of that information game,
yeah.
he has struggled in terms of numbers on the surface, but I think there's also been a few situations where maybe in the mid-round, it would have been alleviated by, you know, a drone, a dart, just a little bit more control here for them. But 2 rounds left to play. FNATIC switched back on after starting this one slowly. pushed back a map in the middle of the series after a blistering start. And, well, this round is
Alpha's
no
low.
Kayak and Cloud out the gate.
Cloud with an up. And so is Alluri.
Alluri fighting a war on both fronts, burning the wick at both ends.
Oh!
Back to back, and it should be boasters.
No way.
Bro, what a jump scare.
For God's sake, man.
I can imagine.
We're going to see something like that happen. Spike down, 2 versus 4, and Lime has to run it back. And you've got Alpha here low himself.
The difference is this time, because Enterprise are out on a limb in short, there's no way to defend the site itself, so it all comes crashing down. Paranoia timing perfect, and Crashies opens the cage to stop the flood out. A reposition close, Graffiti threatened, and Enterprise want nothing more to do with this. Magnum has been able to retrieve the operator, so at the very least some residual here for them. The Enterprise is through pattern. It is... Wrong Sova player, mate.
Yeah. Someone who's been having a bit of a meal so far, Alpha here, 0-6 when it comes to first kills to first deaths.
That's one of the situations as well where it's just a little bait and switch from him to get that one going.
Sometimes you need that.
Exactly, and just when I highlighted Cloud, he was the one on the op in the previous round, and that was a little better. Kayak going to be able to get the run it back online. C-Long, easy pickings for FNATIC to start off this round. But you can see the Enterprise perimeter playing deep from Link, ready to receive this one. Support arriving for Patatek.
Kayak, so
oh, what a flick.
That should be such a banker, right? And it just doesn't come through in that sense. And both are starting to move on towards A, but Enterprise into position as well. It's Causey looking to re-clear towards Heaven as Patatek cancelled his ultimate.
Oh, Crashy, he's just a little too impatient.
Causey now on site, or in towards Heaven, at least with the operator, and just firing off shot after shot, bolt after bolt, but nothing connecting.
Post plant now set up from FNATIC as well. Aggressive crossfire here in CT.
Yeah, the Paranoia already used. We've seen that before in the post-plant setup, and with great effect.
It's a 4v2.
The retake from Enterprise.
And it's just...
up 6 to what, 2? Hazard, they've not been able
to
win a single run.
It's too hard to retake.
But I'm happy on Rangers. It kind of ended, and in Prague we had to deal with like the dip, but yeah, we bounced.
In terms of length, and Barcelona still feeling a long way away, but of course tickets there for you on screen if you want to come and join us for Stage 2 finals. Cairo, this result feels mandatory for both teams. The draw is so heartbreaking in that sense, but heading into the second half now, an opportunity for Enterprise to really pile it on.
Yeah, the gauntlet really feels tough here, and already Enterprise have found the duels, and Patatek so under pressure, had a TP out, decides to jump into the fire, and well, that spike having to be recollected by Alluri, and he'll be next hot under the collar, as it looks like FNATIC are going to be hot on his heels. Needs to make sure that he can convert at least one here, and does, and Enterprise start to collapse on the remaining players. This is a 2-on-2, one which the last remaining player, or one player in towards spawn, Cloud low.
Oh, he has the timing.
Maybe just giving himself away.
Yeah.
So it's up to Crashies now.
Debut on the Cypher, chance to have big impact.
Meteor cosplay?
Every pistol so far. And Alluri, a deep drone from spawn just to clear out some space, but doesn't get the info.
Yeah, but maybe considering his position,
you just
seen the Cypher.
He just gave away himself.
40 seconds, and Crashies has them caged in. Finally, Lime takes the duel, and it will be a second.
Could have been a huge outplay.
Enterprise, and perhaps that's the perfect way to get your attack started.
Oh yeah, Enterprise desperately needed this one. What a round to win to start off the attack side. Now there's a real chance to shift that momentum into the latter stages of this game.
One enemy.
And you're hearing it there from Magnum in the interview at halftime as well. Plenty of respect as Shadow's up on his feet.
Yeah, the value found.
He played for Koi. I don't think we need to stress that one any further.
And I mean, Itapata as well, to that extent.
Take flight.
He's been in a tier 2 team with not the greatest success. We saw how Focus played out towards Ascension.
Just last year, Shadow even playing under Ito, of course, on that Apex run, which went all the way up until the promotion game against Mates, and then there it was, failed at the final hurdle. They're hoping that it isn't the same here. Already having a map at least, and as you can see, FNATIC with pistols running a all across the map, but still fairly well dealt with on the Enterprise side. That's until the
some good damage
comes through. Looking to do as much damage as possible here, and into the close range. There's a real opportunity to do
FNATIC just saved him. I mean, there was no time anyways.
One more from Alpha is a
But he just saved the
good
threat.
job, all things considered. Enterprise get their 8th, but it's costly.
I mean, Enterprise, though, happy to just get that run converted. That's it at the end of the day. Sometimes when you get to anti-ecos and you start to get yourself into a tumultuous position, it's just best you do everything to get that round over the board. And yeah, I think overall, nicely done. Just some difficult positions to be in.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's nice to see here as well that FNATIC still want to show their best side, that they're not going to just wait for Enterprise to have their way with the map, as it really looks in the audio.
Pause.
Yeah, I think so across the board. You could sort of make that statement, but right now, at least Kayak and Alpha delivering towards the DAC League. Oh, yeah.
We're back.
I've got to go home tonight. And,
good luck with that one, mate. Anyway, on to the following round. The tech has concluded, and Boaster at the races so far today. Gotta say, it's been a standout from him, all things considered. Magnum does answer back. Alpha on a face check.
Magnum has the timing, but they're holding it.
Has him dead to rights from that cage push.
Maybe a bit too cheeky.
So at the very least, FNATIC, player in front against the pistols, and it's at the cost of an A site, one which they might think about going back to investigate before this plant comes in, but just don't have players in position yet.
Spike planted.
So an extra 300 creds for everyone on Enterprise.
I mean, for post-plant, they think it's all CT, but 3 bodies strong on flank, and in terms of stopping this,
Would a bandit and a sheriff would be generational.
These two are like lambs to the slaughter.
Yeah, I mean, look, Allura's the first one to hear this, so he's called to Kozi. It's time to push up and take this fight if you can. Onto Cloud's position, and he does well to dissuade him in the end. It's positive Valorant from FNATIC. Of course, but
have a check-in, Hazard.
Okay. Walking out.
I tip it down that.
Can still play retake, okay?
Walking garage.
Trap close.
Wait, you go to fight CT. I'm gonna push garage. He saw me, right?
Yeah, he saw us. Just back now. Buy down for Magnum, buy down for Magnum. I'm gonna paranoia. Shoot stopping them down.
One A-link. I'm playing late. One is mid.
I will now.
I'll drone garage.
Yeah.
No.
Dead. One more side. Phoenix.
Side, G-Full. Dead. Come on.
Man, Kayak just mops.
And FNATIC getting closer and closer to sending Enterprise into that lower bracket. Great start to the second half.
FNATIC did well for the retake, but Enterprise not really doing much to disrupt that, and that's where I'm really starting to worry about how Enterprise are going to play this attack.
No, for sure. We spoke about this a couple of times already, but Enterprise just not showing it to us right now when it matters most, and FNATIC given the opportunity to find some form for themselves. Kayak's molly drops at the feet of the pistol players. There is no scaling to speak of here in this round.
I was going to say.
And yeah.
Classic eco frags. Seems like FNATIC are in prime position.
Yeah.
Is this the new bandana? It's a chant. Ooh,
how does Kazi get there so... Oh, it's Boaster TPing. I was like...
Is this the
oh, yeah.
Is this the new bandana? It's a chant.
He's trying to avoid fighting window.
And unfortunately, Cloud has also claimed one through the Hunter's Fury.
What is Crash's?
It's all falling apart for him.
Never mind.
And Boss takes.
Continuing to show it.
Yikes. Do they know?
He's starting to buy into it.
Still a buy beneath Enterprise in this round.
Thinkable?
And scaling up behind the smoke.
Oh, they don't want to reveal. Oh, he's low.
In fact, I don't think the angle had opened up for him. Needed to go a little wider to take Lime out of play.
Base economy in the
he has
So Boaster does
both traps through B and
have long space.
Cypher setup, but it's the captain to get involved in just a moment. He's taking that dive line with
I mean, Crashes just gives away himself due to audio.
To be the case is now we're going to get Boaster faking out his ultimate, and unfortunately, Patty takes there in time.
Yikes! That's a big yikes.
Two players.
Yeah, looking for the outplay, but it's a misplay instead. And FNATIC with their backs to the wall in this situation. 3 versus 5. Alfia has an ult to go in on.
Yep.
But this is the
they can afford.
There is still money behind FNATIC to continue with a repurchase.
Yeah, they can afford to fight.
Try this one as best they can.
Oh, and now they might as well save.
Sheesh.
And what he putting to causes 0-2 in terms of first deaths. So things not looking that great. I mean, Magnum overall is 1 in 5 this map. Of course.
Just 1 round in it for the time being. And Enterprise going back to their A default again, forcing FNATIC to interact as it's only Cloud playing from long this time, the sole defender of the site. And the difference is Enterprise are showing some intent to accelerate this push.
Magnum being forced away from B as FNATIC have taken that B space away.
Oh, what an entry.
And the time being, and Enterprise going back to their A default again, forcing and Enterprise going back to their A default again, forcing FNATIC to interact as it's only Cloud playing from long this time, the sole defender of the site. And the difference is Enterprise are showing some intent to accelerate this push.
I see.
So
Enterprise
forced away from B as FNATIC have taken that B
seen the same smoke the last time when Alpha was playing C. And they assume that it's just a bluff, and they called it right.
Meant to be difficult to retake from, and that's why FNATIC tried to play on the front foot and go for a flank.
Full util belt on both duelists though, and Alpha still
smoke
has the overdrive,
fades.
so that has to be the
Did they see him?
Here.
They did not.
Never smoked off.
Yeah, just giving a freebie here.
3 in flank on a little bit of a late timing.
The one who's been notified.
And Paranoia used a little too early, in my opinion.
Start to look towards CT and what space they can get from there, but Magnum holding strong.
I mean, Enterprise have no util left. Besides a shock and a Phoenix wall. And ooh.
Magnum to put the cherry on top, all even once again.
Yeah, Boaster escorting those players on the
yeah, Fnatic knew they needed to hurry up, but then they gave all their cards away.
As we've known him to flex across multiple roles, but a duelist at heart, and with that
I think the round is a little winnable if Alpha does pop out.
Instinctive nature. And he puts them a stick entry from Lime.
It's a 4v4, 4v3. It's a little bit of a gamble.
Cypher set up towards C for FNATIC, and once again it's this mid-walk.
Yeah, it is. Just to remind you all, full purchase for both teams. As it is the Neon of Alpha, yeah, inserted bottom mid nice and early here in the round. You can see Boaster preparing that Paranoia, ready to try and play back out from Garage.
And Kayak has his flash as well.
They want to engage off of Alpha's contact, but in the meantime, he's coming with footsteps that have been heard on A, the drone as well, and so but in the meantime,
what is Boaster doing?
they want to engage off of Alpha's.
There's not even no.
As well.
They want to engage.
Only info is a
Alpha's
silver drone.
In the meantime, he's
it's so. Hold up. I gotta see this.
Yeah, it is. Just to remind you all, full purchase for both teams.
Boaster's walking out in the open with full util. He can Shrouded Sep. He can smoke off B main.
The neon of Alpha, yeah, inserted.
He has a full kit.
Early here in the round, you can see Boaster preparing that paranoia, ready to try and play back out from Garage.
And Kayak has his flash as well.
They want to engage off of Alpha's contact, but in the meantime, he's coming the footsteps that have been heard on A, the drone as well. And so Boaster is forced to move out into the open. He gets caught in transition. Alpha still set up here, but the awareness on the Enterprise side is outstanding. Forced to give it all up. And the defense is back to square one.
It's like a swarm of flies starting to fly about this defense as they look to entrench themselves on A. Obviously very difficult to retake, and just a reminder of what's still available on either side in terms of ultimates. And Enterprise, they have their sights set on B, even though Lime is pulling the attention.
Yeah, both of the cages open up on C4. FNATIC just threatening the possibility of a flood back in, but it's the B side.
What a
dart. The time, there's barely any left. Cloud still fighting.
And we don't. It's a 3v3. Alpha.
That might have been it, and it is.
And a Kayak wall wins him the round.
Crashes running for the hills.
A massive what it is. Phoenix always feels so
Kayak.
You're not listening.
I mean, yeah, just ridiculous. Not something you see every day, that's for sure.
Certainly not.
And with a spike left behind in spawn, looks like Enterprise vicariously playing through Kozi's op, who is towards the front end of B.
Oh, no.
Absolutely no issues. Kayak just glides straight into the crosshair and finds himself eliminated. Another situation where Enterprise find that opening pick through middle.
Now for you, no put into.
Oh, just spam down.
The Alpha was in the
yikes,
spot,
that's a big detail. They lose a man. Alpha's just giving free info.
Oh, no. Absolutely no issues. Kayak just glides straight, find that through with a spike left behind in spawn. Looks like Enterprise vicariously playing through Kozi's op, who is towards the front end of B.
Oh, no.
Absolutely no issues. Kayak just glides straight into
Kayak
the
just not expecting the op.
No put into.
Must have caught POV replay, but
Yikes, that's a big mistake.
This was the one strong suit, I think, for FNATIC into the latter stages of the round. Crashing still alive here with the Phantom. 2 is almost an over from that position, and if
has
Boaster
angle.
could just get one more back on side, there was half a chance, but it looks like Enterprise will be good for an 11th.
Post plant from long. Dart probably about to come up, but most importantly, it's the Hunter's Fury that Alluri still has that he can play with. This should be near on impenetrable.
Impossible. Absolutely no way that this is one, especially with the camera to take first contact. I'm getting some early info. Cloud should be calling it quits, and there you go. The 11th queued up, and soon to be confirmed. Enterprise have found a way to restore order again, and as I was saying earlier, it's never over until it's over. This FNATIC team have left a lot to be desired, and even when it feels like they're so close to winning.
Absolutely not. Not with the way. I don't think he's seen anything there. It's just
one enemy remaining.
Intuitive, yeah, more than anything else.
Shadow just getting a bit excited there.
It's all of this online Valorant. He's got a standing desk at home, I'm sure.
Yeah, and let's check back in as the coaches are checking in with their players. So there's a one man that we want to speak about on the FNATIC side has it.
Most importantly, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, I think all things considered, this year, or at least this stage, has been one to forget for Kayak when he was leading the line so effectively in the previous, from Toronto into Champs, the real driving force behind the team in his rookie year. And he has shown improvements today. I think the difference there is as well, Kayak was playing so much Yoru last year. He can't be as omnipresent as he was. You have to be really smart about your timings and where you want to take these fights, especially on the defender's side. So looking at it here, FNATIC going back to a similar setup. 3 players in the crux of Haven.
Yeah.
And Enterprise, with that early utility, Recon Dart and a smoke put up, not allowed to take their favored lobby space this time.
FNATIC fans, pray to your gods if you've got one. Pray to anything at this point in time, because we're starting to reach the end of this best of 3 with regulation required, full regulation to close this series out.
Nice start to the round from FNATIC, at least in terms of feigning that A control. It's going to take quite a while for Enterprise to re-clear, and they haven't managed to take any of the Cypher utility offline for Crashies on C.
But they took away the camera, so now Crashies needs to be aware, and it's pulled at least 1 or 2 players across, and the A finish would have been the right call.
Wow, they just pulled a full-on fake.
Utility offline for Crashies on C.
But they took away the camera, so now Crashies.
Nice.
So what do they do in the round?
At this point in time, because we're starting to reach the fans. Pray to your gods if you've got.
So Cloud pulls a drone for A.
Nice start to the round from FNATIC, at least.
Clears long. They hear the neon. They hear the shots.
It's going to take quite a while for Enterprise to re-clear, and they haven't managed to take any of the Cypher utility offline for Crashies on C.
So since Cloud,
the camera, so now Crashies needs to be aware, and it's pulled at least 1 or 2 players across. And
Cloud hears shots, so does Boaster.
The right call, but instead,
but there was no util to clear, and so they're just making noise.
And it's pulled at least 1 or 2 players across, and the A finish would have been.
I see. What a call. So the story that Enterprise is trying to tell is that they put early util towards C long, nothing too crazy. So that means they're most likely had a good amount of players, maybe 3 players headed towards C. But now what they just did was that they were making noise as if they had space towards B, maybe space towards grass. And so now they're re-clearing A. And so now they're making noise, feeling like, oh, Enterprise are in a rush. They're re-clearing A long.
And the A finish would have been the right call. But
And so FNATIC buy it, thinking that they're running low on time. They don't have no space on A. They're making noise, trying to re-clear A just because they had space somewhere else.
Instead, FNATIC completely jump on this time blow, and they may have
to try and support marks raised. Now starting to fully.
And they buy it.
Second stretch. Crashies has been good for finding one and falling away before.
But Alpha's still on site, but is he in a position to punish off at anything? Wow, that's pretty good.
As you can imagine, and Boaster on a stinger. Look at Line playing up close and personal. We saw Yampi the other day. They're really failing from this position before.
And the difference is this time.
I think also the reason they gamble as well is because it's so hard to retake A, and so they're trying to get ahead of the players. And it's just a spam battle.
Magnum the next, Patatech also involved, a cacophony of kills, which are choking.
And they just have to save. They're literally the last round. They have to save. They have no money. They had no money.
We saw Yampi the other day. They're really failing from this position before.
The only ult they could work off next round is potentially Kayak's ult. But you would need an orb in 2.
Magnum the next, Patatech also involved, a cacophony of kills, which are choking out FNATIC.
Crashies is one away from ult.
were signs of life. It's trouble on the horizon yet again.
But they need to save guns. Series point first are the ones Jesus, what a call.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like always with FNATIC, when it got to crunch time, they would show up.
That's crazy. They say, hey, we're putting early util. We're seeing if they're willing to contest C long. And so then they cut sound for a little bit. And since nobody from FNATIC had any info on A, they assume, oh, the only noise we heard was them trying to re-clear A long after they had space somewhere else. And since we already used Sova Drone, since Cloud already used Sova Drone early in the round, they have no other way of getting info. And one thing I want to check real quick is that they did clear the Cypher cam. So that did confirm presence in C. Cloud already had put his drone. 40 seconds left in the round. It sounds like they were clearing long, but Alpha is the only one kind of holding the space near garage window, and it's just a free site. Wow, what a call.
Oh kurwa, będzie interrupt me. Time on map win for Enterprise.
And as you put it, FNATIC without the points haul.
Oh, that's tilting for Alpha. Boaster's by himself.
Alpha has struggled to start these rounds with value.
Cage for cover. Lime gets a kill. That's how they lose. That's how they lose.
Margin of 10 rounds in the first map are on the warpath to take down the
Boaster gets one.
in the past and eclipse them into history.
Planted.
It's the kings of challenges.
Crashies with the gun.
Look to strike first, and look at this. Straight up party tech will take FNATIC down. An unbelievable upset considering the bounce back that FNATIC had at the start of this series.
And so 1,577 days on from that defeat to Zeta, FNATIC have finally lost 4 games in a row yet again. The magic seems to have run out as Enterprise have done the almost unthinkable from that first map. A brilliant reset into a bounce back, which puts them forward in this play-ins bracket.
Yeah, you've got to be thinking of Ito Pata.
Wow. That's how they win. All right. I gotta go. I appreciate everybody that watched. In the morning we have... What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? In the morning we got Heretics Navi and Gentlemates Frankfurt. All right. That is it for now. Maybe I hop back on, cover the other game, but unfortunately, I'm a little bit low on time. All right. Appreciate y'all. Subscribe.
Yeah, I mean, well, he did say it right.
More VOD reviews, more watch parties, more everything VCT.
We'll see if FNATIC will go home in series.